Good morning, FBP family. This week, we're going to talk about how to use micro-influencers to promote your fitness business. Welcome along to FBP Live. I'm your host, Chantal Brodrick, and you have tuned into episode 10 of 5 minutes of Fitbizpiration, where every single week I share with you bite-sized business tips in under 5 minutes, in close to 5 minutes. Good morning, Lindsay. I look forward to catching up with you soon. So guys, as I mentioned right at the very start, we're going to be talking today about how to use micro influencers in your fitness business. Now, if you are new to FBP Live, and welcome along to our Insta family today as well, just a quick reminder, my job in this segment is to try and keep it as close as possible to 5 minutes. And your job is to give me a love heart if the tips that I share resonate with you. So let's get cracking and let's get into it today. So there's actually 3 sources of inspiration for today's topic. If you've been listening to the Fitness Business Podcast for a little while, you might remember back in January of this year, I interviewed Deb Heisler, the amazing Deb Heisler, and we talked about how to use a brand ambassador in your fitness business. It was show 145. Now, one of the things she talked about is she helped us give us an understanding of what a brand ambassador is, and then we talked about what qualities to look for in a brand ambassador. So if you missed that episode, it is episode 145, then just put 145 in the comments below on Facey or on Insta. Good morning, Maddie, and I will send you the link for that show. So that was the first source of inspiration for today. The second source of inspiration was actually episode 181, which featured Sam Mutimer. I know that heaps of you guys have watched that episode because it downloaded like crazy, and we were actually talking about social media strategy. But as part of that conversation, Sam introduced the concept of a micro-influencer. And I love this idea of a micro-influencer, and what she explained in that episode is that we're not talking about a celebrity, we're not talking about a big name person that's going to cost you a fortune. We are talking about someone in your local community that is actually going to be able to help you promote your fitness services in exchange for things like a gym membership. So she gave a great example of like a mum in your local area that maybe you can give a 12-month membership to, and in exchange, the mum is going to share on social media her journey with you and her experience attending your gym. So I absolutely love that concept. If you missed that episode, it's 181 with Sam Mutimer, and just put 181 in the comments below. Now, the third bit of inspiration, and then we'll get stuck into today's 5 minutes of Fitbizpiration, but the third bit of inspiration was actually ourselves, the Fitness Business Podcast, because just about a month ago, we actually reached out to 11 people across the globe that we know you guys look up to, and we know are influencers within our industry. Hey, Eugene, thanks for tuning in. We know are influencers within our industry, and we asked them to come on board as ambassadors for our business as well. And so what that means is over the year ahead, you're going to see not just me, not just JT talking about the show, but you'll actually start to see other people from within our industry who are representing and sharing their favorite episodes with you guys as well. So taking all of that information into account and thinking about those 3 different sources of inspiration, we're going to dive into today's episode. So couple of things. What I want you to look out for today, guys, is at the very end of this episode today, I'm going to share with you a free download, but you've got to wait to the very end of the episode. And that free download is an ambassador template. And what I mean by that is it is going to be incredibly easy for you to just take this download, upload your details into it, make a few tweaks, and you can start using this template straight away today. Good morning, Simon, coming in from local. Hey, so guys, you need to hang out to the end of that show or end of this show so that you can get that bonus template. I'm going to give you a keyword from that, and that template's from Active Management. So today, here's what I'm going to share with you. Number 1, what to look out for with your ambassador or with your micro-influencer. We're going to talk about what to include in that agreement with that influencer. And as I said right at the end, I'm going to give you a bonus template that you can take away today. So let's get started. So today's episode is for gym owners, studio owners, personal trainers, outdoor group fitness trainers. This is going to apply to all of you guys today. If you want to build your business, if you want to reach more people, if you want more people to know about the results that you get for your clients, Micro influencers or recruiting ambassadors is a way that you can actually do that. So first things first, you of course need to identify who it is that you're trying to target. That's pretty much a given, right? So we're talking about who is your target market. Once you've actually identified who your target market is, which hopefully you know that already, then the second thing that you're going to do is actually work out who is influencing them. Who are they looking out for? Who are they looking up to in your local area? So it's things like, who is the person in your community that organizes events? Who is the person in your community that puts together the fundraisers, that is the head of the Facebook group or is always talking on the Facebook group? Who's the one who comes along to your gym or your boot camp or your classes and just naturally talks to everyone else in those environments, just gets on with everyone, it gets everyone together? Who's the person that is actually promoting your business without being asked? Now, I'm guessing that straight away in your head, you can probably already imagine 2 or 3 different people, if not more, who really are the definition of all of those things that I just talked about. Those are the people that will become your ambassadors or that will become your micro influencers. They're the people that we want to reach out to. So let's talk about what to actually put into that agreement or what to talk to them about when it comes to setting up an agreement with your micro influencer or your ambassador. So the first thing you want to do when you approach them, and I've got my list for this so don't miss out on anything, is number 1, how long is the agreement for? How long are you actually setting this agreement for? What's the start and the finish date of the agreement? And what do they get as an ambassador? Perhaps you're going to give them free access to your gym, like a gym membership. Perhaps you're going to give them some personal training sessions. Maybe you're going to give them some merchandise. It's really up to you as to what you want to offer them as part of their ambassador or their micro influencer agreement. And the fourth element of that is, how much is all of that valued at? You want to put a price on that. You want them to actually realize what the value is that they're getting as part of this ongoing agreement, as part of this relationship with you. So that's number 1. From your point of view, you want to think about what is it that you are going to get in return for actually setting up this agreement. So things like, can they do a 60-second video testimonial on why they love your club so much, or why they love your studio or your services that you provide to them? They might wear a branded t-shirt of yours or a cap of yours whilst they're working out in your facility or whilst they're training with you. You might ask them to take selfies in your gym or selfies when they're actually wearing your merchandise. Things like leaving a Facebook review or a Google review is perfect for a brand ambassador or a micro influencer. Checking in on Facebook that they're working out at your club is something that you can do. So all of these things aren't really costing you any more than perhaps giving someone a gym membership or some personal training sessions, but the marketing that you're producing, the promotion that you're producing off the back of this could be absolutely huge. So you might even want them to come in and do a photo shoot for you, or whatever it is that you want them to do. You need to make sure that you're actually detailing this as part of the paperwork in the agreement. Please do me a huge favor, and what you must not do is just make this a verbal agreement. Yeah, you need to make sure that you're actually documenting this ambassador or this micro influencer agreement with the person that you're setting it up or the people that you're setting it up with, so that you've got something in writing and so that there's clarity on both sides as to what they're getting out of the association and what you're getting out of the association. Good morning, Matt. So really important that you're documenting this, which brings me on to our last point, which is your bonus for today. So everything that I've just talked about plus more, you can get all of that in the template. It sounds like I'm just about to sell to you, but I'm not. I'm just giving it to you. This is actually from Active Management. It is a template. It's a free downloadable template. It's a PDF, which is a sample ambassador agreement. And to get that, here's your code word. Your code word to get that is active. So just put the word active in the comments below. Hey, Brandy, so lovely to see you. Put the word active in the comments below. It can be on Insta or it can be on Facey. And guys, I'll send you through the free download template of your ambassador agreement. And if you missed what I said right at the very beginning of this broadcast, that ambassador agreement is super simple for you to use. All you need to do is literally cut and paste each of the sections, stick in your your details, update it with everything that you want to actually have for your ambassador, and hey presto, you can take it out to market today. It is that easy. So guys, don't forget, I want you to put the word active in the comments below if you want me to send you through that free sample template. Whew, I feel like it was a big one today. How do we go for time? I don't even know how we're tracking. I think we've hit about the 10-minute mark this morning. So guys, do me a huge favor. If you enjoyed that today, if that information was useful, then A, give me a big love heart or a thumbs up, and B, make sure that you tag anyone that you think might actually benefit from this information, okay? Make sure you tag someone, and I'll be sure to send them through a recording of today's episode. Now, one more thing which is really, really important that I wanted to share with you guys today is I had the opportunity recently to catch up with Amy B. Thompson. It is a name that I'm sure many of you are familiar with. Amy's been in the industry for a while. She is an amazing leader within our industry. She works with Les Mills. She is incredibly knowledgeable when it comes to, I love those love hearts. Hey, Brady, welcome along. Amy is incredibly knowledgeable when it comes to setting up group fitness within your club. And the interview that I did with Amy is released right now. So we literally pressed go on that interview about half an hour ago. So you can either go to fitnessbusinesspodcast.com and you can take a listen, or jump onto iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, wherever you want, any podcast platform, you can find us on there and take a listen to that episode. The episode is called Creating the Ultimate Group Fitness Business Model. And in that episode, Mike RC, hey, I'm just about to talk about you, so hold tight for a second. So in that episode with Amy, we not only talk about group fitness from a traditional point of view, but we also talk about virtual fitness and how you can utilize virtual fitness and group fitness within your club environment. So one more time, that is episode 186 with Amy B. Thompson. It came out this morning, so make sure you get that in your ears ASAP. And one other thing, Mr. Mike RC has just joined us live on Facebook, and fancy that, Mike is our guest on next week's show. And I've got to tell you guys, I not only have an audio interview for you, but I've also got a video interview coming your way. And Mike and I talk about how to set your prices so your prospects don't say no. It is a ripper of an interview. Mike is an absolute legend. We love having him on the show. And I am going to be releasing this Friday, just as something special for you guys, I'm going to be releasing a teaser of that interview with Mike RC. So make sure that you check that out. It'll be on all our social channels. It'll be on YouTube, and it's a bit of a sneak peek as to what to expect in next week's interview. Now, this has been a supersized 5 minutes of Fitbizpiration today, guys, but I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you can take away that brand ambassador agreement and you can use it within your business. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you guys same time, same place, Instagram. I'll see you guys as well. See you next week. Thanks. See you, Insta. Thank you guys for joining. Yes, pricing joy. I agree, right? Lisa Simone, gorgeous Lisa Simone. Man, it is so nice to see you on here. Who else have I got? Oh, you guys, it's so good. Julie, thank you for tuning in. So guys, all of you on Insta, if you want any of those links that I just talked about on Facey as well, I think I'm still going live on, I am, aren't I? I'm still live on Facebook. I didn't properly close off while I started talking to you guys. Okay.